Ladies and gentlemen, life has this peculiar way of teaching us lessons we didn't sign up for. At some point, we've all been hurt, maybe by words, actions, or even silence from someone we trusted. That pain can leave you shaken, questioning yourself and wondering how to respond. But here's the thing: the best revenge isn't in shouting back or stooping to their level. The best revenge is turning that pain into your greatest power. When someone hurts you, it's easy to let their negativity consume you. But instead, focus on healing yourself first. Trust me, thriving begins with you. When you take time to reflect, process, and grow, you take back control. They may have wounded you, but your healing is yours. It's your victory. Self belief is the armor you wear to walk through this world. When people try to knock you down, they are betting on you staying down. But here's where you prove them wrong: your confidence, your drive, and your resilience. That's your real revenge. It's about standing tall and saying to yourself, I am not defined by their actions, I am defined by my own strength. Pain can either weigh you down or become the fuel that pushes you forward. And let me tell you, when you use it as fuel, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Success is the most eloquent response to hurt. Whether it's pursuing a career, building meaningful relationships, or living authentically, you show the world that nothing and no one can break you. Rising above negativity isn't easy, but it is necessary. The moment you refuse to let their words or actions dictate your life, you've already won. Your happiness, your peace, and your success are what truly matter. Focus on your journey, not theirs. Build the life you want and let your achievements speak for themselves. And silence, oh, silence is a language of its own. You don't need to retaliate or explain yourself. Your success is louder than their criticism. Your growth is more powerful than their doubts. So, when people hurt you, don't waste energy plotting revenge. Instead, invest that energy into becoming the best version of yourself. Because the best revenge, it's not in proving them wrong. It's in proving to yourself that you are unstoppable, unshakable, and absolutely deserving of the greatness that awaits you. Thank you. Thank you. When someone wounds you, the initial instinct is often to lash out, to seek vengeance, to make them feel the pain they caused you. But true strength lies in resisting that impulse and turning inward instead of outward. Healing, though it may seem passive or even weak in the face of betrayal, is the most profound form of reclaiming your power. It is not about ignoring the hurt or pretending it never happened. It is about acknowledging the pain, understanding its impact, and actively working through it in a way that uplifts you rather than dragging you down. Healing begins with allowing yourself to feel everything. Whether it's anger, sadness, frustration, or even confusion, you need to honor those emotions. Bottling them up or dismissing them only gives them more power to control you. When you take the time to sit with your feelings and process them, you create space for clarity. That clarity is the foundation of your strength. It's the moment when you realize that while someone may have hurt you, they don't have the authority to define your narrative. Taking control of your healing process means focusing on yourself rather than the person who wronged you. It's about redirecting your energy toward what truly matters: your growth, your happiness, your peace. It's easy to let pain consume you, to let it turn into bitterness or anger that spills over into every aspect of your life. But when you prioritize healing, you take that same energy and channel it into rebuilding yourself. Healing is not a one time event, it's a journey, one that empowers you with every step you take. Through healing, you learn that revenge is not about bringing someone else down, it's about elevating yourself. It's about detaching from the narrative that you were a victim and embracing the truth that you are resilient, that you are capable of rising above. Healing allows you to regain control, not by seeking retribution, but by refusing to let someone's actions dictate your future. Healing also requires patience and grace, especially with yourself. There will be days when the weight of the hurt feels unbearable, but even on those days, the act of choosing to move forward, even if it's just a little, is a victory. It's in these moments that you realize healing is an act of courage. It takes more strength to face your pain, to process it, and to grow from it than it does to lash out. The beauty of healing lies in its transformative power. As you heal, you begin to see the hurt as a chapter, not the whole story. You start to find meaning in your pain, turning it into a lesson, a stepping stone, or even a catalyst for something greater. Healing allows you to reclaim your narrative, to rewrite it in a way that reflects your strength and resilience. It's a process of rebuilding not just what was broken, but also creating something stronger, more beautiful, and undeniably yours. By choosing to heal, you're choosing yourself, you're choosing to prioritize your mental and emotional well being over temporary satisfaction. You're choosing to let go of the weight that holds you down and embrace the freedom that comes with inner peace. Healing is not an act of forgetting or condoning what happened, it's an act of reclaiming your power, your voice, and your life. In a world that constantly seeks to tell us who we should be, what we should do, and how we should live, there is immense power in turning inward and rooting yourself in your own sense of self worth. Self belief is the armor that shields you from the opinions and judgments of others. It's not just confidence, it's a deep, unwavering conviction that your value is not dependent on external approval or validation. And that belief, once cultivated, is an unshakable force that no one can take away from you. Relying on external validation can feel rewarding in the short term. A compliment, a pat on the back, or applause from the crowd may lift your spirits temporarily, but it is fleeting. It's like building a house on sand, unstable and prone to collapse with the slightest shift. The moment that validation fades or turns into criticism, your sense of worth risks crumbling. Self belief, on the other hand, is like building a foundation out of stone. It's solid, grounded, and capable of withstanding the storms of doubt and negativity that life inevitably throws your way. The truth is, you will never be able to control how others see you or what they think of you. People will always have opinions, some kind, others harsh, and many simply misguided. If you spend your life chasing approval, you will find yourself constantly shifting, bending, and molding into versions of yourself that are not authentic. You will find yourself exhausted, trying to meet expectations that were never yours to begin with. Self belief liberates you from that exhausting cycle. It gives you the courage to stand firm in who you are, regardless of whether the world applauds or criticizes. Self belief is also an act of trust in yourself. It's about knowing that you are capable even when others doubt you. It's about holding onto your dreams and your vision, even when no one else sees the potential. The world often underestimates those who dare to believe in themselves, but history has shown time and time again that the greatest achievements are born from unwavering self trust. When you choose self belief, you're choosing to bet on yourself. You're saying, I am enough, I have what it takes, I don't need anyone else to validate my worth. Cultivating self belief is a process. It starts with letting go of the idea that your value is tied to external milestones, whether it's a promotion, a relationship, or the praise of others. Those things are wonderful, but they should be the byproducts of your journey, not the source of your worth. Your worth is intrinsic. It's in the effort you put into becoming the best version of yourself. It's in the way you show up for yourself, even on days when you feel small or uncertain. Self belief also means embracing your flaws and imperfections. It's easy to believe in yourself when everything is going well, but true self belief comes from loving yourself even when you stumble. It's about recognizing that you are a work in progress, and that's okay. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy. When you accept yourself fully, flaws and all, you free yourself from the need for constant external reassurance. There's a quiet strength in knowing who you are and standing firm in that knowledge. Self belief is not about arrogance or ignoring constructive feedback. It's about having a core of confidence that isn't shaken by the ups and downs of external opinions. It's about being your own biggest cheerleader, especially in moments when it feels like the world is against you. The beauty of self belief is that it allows you to navigate life with authenticity. When you believe in yourself, you don't need to conform to fit in or seek approval to feel valued. You can pursue your dreams, make decisions, and take risks without being paralyzed by the fear of judgment. Self belief empowers you to live life on your own terms, unapologetically, and with purpose. When you shift your focus from external validation to self belief, you unlock a freedom that is transformative. You stop waiting for others to see your worth because you already know it. You stop seeking permission to shine because you've given it to yourself. Self belief is not just a mindset, it's a way of living. It's the foundation of confidence, resilience, and true fulfillment. Pain is an inevitable part of life. At some point, everyone experiences moments of heartbreak, betrayal, loss, or failure that shake them to their core. Pain has a way of consuming you, of making you feel small, vulnerable, and powerless. But what if you could take that very pain, the thing that feels like it might break you, and use it as a source of strength? Transforming pain into power is not just a survival tactic, it's an act of reclaiming your story, your voice, and your agency. It's about taking what was meant to harm you and using it as fuel to propel you towards something greater. The first step in transforming pain into power is acknowledging it. Many people try to bury their pain, hoping that ignoring it will make it go away. But pain doesn't disappear just because you refuse to face it. It festers, showing up in ways you least expect through anger, frustration, or a sense of emptiness. By confronting your pain head on, you begin the process of taking control. You tell yourself, this pain is real, but it does not have to define me. That acknowledgement is the first spark of power. Pain has a way of stripping everything down to its rawest form. It forces you to confront your fears, insecurities, and vulnerabilities. And while that might feel like weakness, it's actually an opportunity. When you're at your most vulnerable, you're also at your most honest. You see yourself clearly without pretense or masks. That clarity is a gift. It's a chance to rebuild not as the person you were before the pain, but as someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Transforming pain into power requires a shift in perspective. Instead of seeing pain as something that happened to you, start seeing it as something that happened for you. That doesn't mean you have to be grateful for the hurt or pretend it was a positive experience. It simply means recognizing that within every challenge lies an opportunity for growth. Pain teaches you lessons that comfort never could. It reveals your strength, your determination, and your capacity to endure. And those lessons, they become the foundation of your power. Another way to turn pain into power is by channeling it into action. Pain has an intensity, a raw energy that can either consume you or drive you. Instead of letting it consume you, use it to fuel your passions, your goals, and your dreams. Let it push you to work harder, to fight for what you want, to create something meaningful. Some of the greatest achievements in history have come from people who turned their pain into purpose. Whether it's art, activism, entrepreneurship, or simply becoming the best version of yourself, channeling your pain into something constructive allows you to reclaim your power in a tangible way. Pain also has a way of deepening your empathy and compassion. When you've been hurt, you understand the weight of that experience. And with that understanding comes the power to connect with others, to uplift them, and to make a difference. Pain can isolate you, but it can also be the bridge that connects you to others who have walked similar paths. By using your pain to help others, you not only transform your own experience, but also create a ripple effect of healing and empowerment. Perhaps one of the most profound ways to turn pain into power is by using it to redefine your sense of self. Pain has a way of making you question who you are, but it also gives you the chance to rediscover yourself. It strips away the superficial and forces you to dig deep. Who are you when everything is taken away? What truly matters to you? These questions, born out of pain, lead to answers that can reshape your life in powerful ways. The transformation from pain to power doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, one that requires courage, patience, and resilience. It means choosing every single day to rise above the hurt and to use it as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. It means refusing to let your pain define you and instead allowing it to refine you. Through that process, you not only reclaim your strength, but also discover a power within yourself that you may not have known existed. Pain, as difficult as it is, can become the very thing that pushes you to grow, to evolve, and to thrive. It can be the catalyst for change, the spark for innovation, and the foundation for resilience. By transforming pain into power, you take back control of your narrative. You show yourself and the world that no matter what you've been through, you are capable of rising above it. Our pain, when harnessed, becomes a source of strength, a force that propels you forward, and a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there is light to be found within yourself. Negativity is an inescapable part of life. No matter how kind, hardworking, or accomplished you are, there will always be people, situations, or even your own inner doubts that try to pull you down. Negativity comes in many forms: criticism, jealousy, judgment, or outright hostility, and it can be incredibly draining. But rising above negativity is not about ignoring its existence, it's about refusing to let it control you or dictate your worth. It's about building a mindset so strong and a foundation so unshakable that negativity loses its power over you. The first step to rising above negativity is understanding that it often has little to do with you and everything to do with the source. People project their insecurities, fears, and frustrations onto others because it's easier than confronting their own struggles. Recognizing this truth is liberating because it allows you to separate yourself from the negativity. It's not about you, it's about them. When you understand that, their words, actions, or judgments lose the sting they once had. That doesn't mean negativity doesn't hurt, it does. But you have a choice in how you respond to it. Instead of reacting impulsively or letting it consume you, take a step back. Ask yourself, does this criticism hold any truth? Is this negativity something I need to address, or is it simply noise meant to distract me? By analyzing the negativity rather than absorbing it, you take control of the situation. You decide what deserves your attention and what doesn't. Rising above negativity also means setting boundaries. Not every negative person or situation deserves access to your energy. It's okay to distance yourself from toxic relationships, environments, or even thoughts that weigh you down. Protecting your peace is not selfish, it's essential. Boundaries are a way of telling the world, I value myself enough to not allow negativity to take up space in my life. One of the most powerful ways to rise above negativity is to focus on your purpose. Negativity often tries to derail you, to make you doubt yourself, to pull your attention away from what truly matters. But when you stay grounded in your goals, your values, and your vision, negativity becomes nothing more than background noise. It loses its ability to distract you because you're too focused on the bigger picture. You remind yourself that your energy is better spent building the life you want than engaging with people or situations that aim to tear you down. Perspective is another crucial tool in rising above negativity. Negativity thrives when you give it power, when you let it loom large in your mind and overshadow the positive aspects of your life. But when you shift your focus to gratitude, to the people who uplift you, to the progress you've made, and to the opportunities ahead, negativity begins to shrink. It no longer dominates your thoughts because you've chosen to fill your mind with something far more empowering. Another important aspect of rising above negativity is resilience. Life will never be free of challenges or criticism, but your ability to bounce back is what sets you apart. Resilience is about knowing that negativity may slow you down momentarily, but it will never stop you. It's about recognizing your own strength even in the face of doubt or adversity. The more you practice resilience, the less power negativity holds over you because you know you can handle whatever comes your way. Empathy is also a surprising but effective way to rise above negativity. When faced with someone's harsh words or actions, try to see where they're coming from. Often, negativity stems from pain, insecurity, or a lack of fulfillment. By responding with understanding instead of anger, you not only disarm the negativity but also free yourself from its grip. Empathy doesn't mean excusing harmful behavior, it means refusing to let it poison your own heart. Rising above negativity is about knowing your worth and refusing to let external circumstances define it. It's about trusting yourself even when others doubt you. It's about finding strength in your values, confidence in your abilities, and peace in your own journey. Negativity may surround you, but it doesn't have to penetrate you. It doesn't have to dictate how you see yourself or how you move through the world. Negativity often aims to make you feel small, to make you question your choices, or to pull you into a cycle of doubt and defensiveness. But you are more than someone else's opinions. You are more than the judgments cast upon you or the setbacks you face. Rising above negativity is a declaration to yourself and to the world that you will not be confined by someone else's limitations or held back by their fears. It is a process, one that requires self awareness, discipline, and a commitment to your own well being. It means standing firm in your truth even when others try to shake you. It means walking away when something no longer serves you and standing tall when you're tested. Rising above negativity isn't just about surviving it, it's about thriving in spite of it. It's about proving to yourself, most of all, that you are stronger than the forces that try to pull you down. In a world that thrives on comparison, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters: your own journey. Social media, peer pressure, and societal expectations often create an illusion that everyone else is ahead, more successful, or living a more fulfilling life. It's tempting to measure your worth against the highlight reels of others, but that's a dangerous game. The truth is, no one else's journey is meant to look like yours. You are on a path that is uniquely yours. And focusing on it is the most empowering decision you can make. Focusing on your journey starts with understanding that everyone's timeline is different. Life is not a race, it's a marathon, and each person is running on a track designed for them. Some people will achieve their goals early, while others will find their stride later in life. And that's perfectly okay. Success is not defined by how quickly you get somewhere, but by the fulfillment and growth you experience along the way. When you focus on your journey, you free yourself from the pressure of trying to keep up with others and instead embrace your own pace. One of the most liberating aspects of focusing on your journey is realizing that comparison is futile. What works for someone else may not work for you, and what you achieve may not resonate with others. Your dreams, your challenges, and your victories are personal. They don't need to be validated by anyone else to hold value. By directing your energy toward your own goals rather than comparing yourself to others, you create space to grow authentically and intentionally. Focusing on your journey also means celebrating your progress, no matter how small it may seem. Too often, people overlook their own achievements because they're too busy looking at someone else's finish line. But every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory worth acknowledging. It's easy to dismiss your progress when you're constantly measuring it against someone else's milestones. But when you turn your attention inward, you begin to see how far you've come and the strength it took to get there. Another crucial aspect of focusing on your journey is learning to embrace the obstacles along the way. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable, but they are not signs of failure. They are opportunities for growth, lessons that shape you into the person you're meant to become. When you focus on your journey, you learn to see obstacles as part of the process rather than as roadblocks. You begin to understand that the detours, delays, and difficulties are all necessary parts of your unique story. Focusing on your journey also requires self awareness. It's about understanding your values, passions, and purpose and aligning your actions with them. When you know what truly matters to you, you're less likely to be swayed by external pressures or distractions. You stay grounded in your vision, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. Self awareness gives you the clarity to make decisions that serve your goals, rather than chasing after what looks impressive to others. Another key to focusing on your journey is practicing gratitude. It's easy to get caught up in what you don't have or what you haven't achieved yet, but gratitude shifts your perspective. When you take the time to appreciate where you are and what you've accomplished, you cultivate a sense of contentment and peace. Gratitude reminds you that your journey, with all its ups and downs, is valuable and meaningful. It helps you stay present in the moment rather than constantly striving for the next milestone. Focusing on your journey also means silencing the noise around you. Everyone will have an opinion about what you should do, where you should go, and how you should live. But those opinions are based on their perspectives, not yours. When you focus on your journey, you learn to trust your instincts and follow your intuition. You become less concerned with pleasing others and more committed to living authentically. Perhaps most importantly, focusing on your journey means giving yourself grace. There will be moments of doubt, times when you feel like you're falling behind, and days when you question your path. That's normal. But those moments don't define you. What matters is how you choose to move forward. By being patient with yourself and recognizing that growth takes time, you allow yourself to flourish without the pressure of perfection. Focusing on your journey is a practice of self love. It's about choosing to honor your path, no matter how unconventional it may be. It's about letting go of the need for external validation and finding fulfillment within yourself. It's about knowing that your worth is not determined by how your life measures up to someone else's, but by the effort, passion, and resilience you bring to your own journey. When you focus on your journey, you reclaim your power. You stop looking outward for answers and start looking inward. You realize that your path is not meant to be compared, judged, or rushed. It's meant to be lived fully and unapologetically, as only you can. In a world overflowing with noise where everyone feels the need to speak, react, and assert their opinion, silence is a rare and powerful force. It's a language of its own, capable of conveying truths that words often fail to express. Our silence is not weakness, nor is it avoidance, it's a deliberate and meaningful choice. It's the calm amidst the chaos, the strength that refuses to be drawn into unnecessary conflict, and the wisdom to let actions speak louder than words. There's an unspoken power in silence, a way of communicating that transcends the limits of verbal expression. Silence is a form of self control. It takes immense discipline to hold your tongue when your instinct is to defend yourself, explain your point, or retaliate against negativity. But silence often says more than any argument ever could. It shows that you are in control of your emotions, that you are not swayed by the provocations of others. It demonstrates a quiet confidence, a certainty that you don't need to engage in every battle to prove your worth. In choosing silence, you take the higher ground, showing that some conversations are simply not worth your energy. There's also immense dignity in silence. In moments of conflict, silence allows you to rise above the fray. It says, I will not lower myself to this level. It's a declaration that your peace of mind is more important than winning an argument or proving a point. Silence can disarm those who seek to harm you with their words, leaving them to wrestle with their own noise. By refusing to engage, you show that their negativity has no power over you. Silence is also a tool for deep reflection. When you pause and choose not to speak, you create space to think, to understand, and to gain perspective. In that stillness, you can assess situations with clarity, free from the emotional charge that often comes with words. Silence allows you to listen not just to others, but to yourself. It gives you the opportunity to hear your own thoughts, to process your emotions, and to align your responses with your values. In silence, you find wisdom that impulsive words often obscure. Sometimes silence is the most eloquent response. When someone tries to provoke you, your silence can be more cutting than any comeback. It shows that you are unbothered, that their attempts to rattle you have failed. Silence can be a shield, protecting you from unnecessary drama and preserving your peace. It's a way of saying, without speaking, I don't need to justify myself to you. That kind of restraint is not weakness, it's strength in its purest form. In relationships, silence can speak volumes as well. It's in the unspoken understanding between two people, the moments of quiet connection that words could never capture. Silence can convey love, comfort, and solidarity in ways that language never could. It's in the pause before an apology, the space between an argument and reconciliation, the quiet moments where you simply sit with someone and let your presence do the talking. Silence can heal wounds that words would only deepen, providing a space for reflection and understanding to take root. Silence is also a mirror. When you stop speaking, you force others to face themselves. In the absence of your voice, they are left with their own thoughts, their own words echoing back at them. This can be a powerful moment of accountability. Silence creates a void that compels reflection. It holds a mirror up to those who seek to hurt or manipulate, making them confront the weight of their own actions. Your silence can be a lesson, a quiet but firm boundary that says, I will not participate in this. In moments of injustice or betrayal, silence can be a powerful form of resistance. It's a way of refusing to dignify wrongdoing with a response. Silence doesn't mean acceptance, it means choosing to respond on your own terms, in your own time. It's about reclaiming your power and deciding how and if you will engage. Sometimes silence is the first step in charting a path forward, allowing you to gather your strength before taking action. But silence is not just about withholding words, it's also about creating space for what truly matters. When you choose silence, you give yourself the gift of focus. You filter out the noise of opinions, distractions, and negativity, allowing yourself to concentrate on what's important. Silence sharpens your mind and hones your intuition, helping you make decisions that align with your goals and values. In a noisy world, silence is a sanctuary, a place where you can reconnect with yourself and rediscover your inner strength. Silence also has a way of commanding attention. When you choose not to speak, people notice. Your silence becomes a statement in itself, one that carries weight and significance. It forces others to pause, to listen, to consider what might be left unsaid. Silence, when used intentionally, can be more powerful than the loudest voice in the room. It's a way of holding your ground, of letting your presence speak for itself without the need for constant explanation or justification. In times of turmoil, silence is a source of resilience. It's the pause that allows you to gather your thoughts, to center yourself before moving forward. Silence is where you find strength, not in the absence of struggle, but in the way you rise above it. It's the quiet defiance of refusing to be dragged into chaos, the calm determination to stay true to yourself, no matter what. Silence is a reminder that your worth is not determined by the volume of your words, but by the depth of your character. When you embrace silence, you discover its transformative power. It teaches you patience, self control, and the value of listening. It helps you navigate challenges with grace and face adversity with strength. Silence is not emptiness, it is a wellspring of power, a source of clarity, and a testament to the strength that comes from within. It's a reminder that sometimes the most profound statements are made without saying a single word. In life, the best response to those who hurt or doubt you is not anger, confrontation, or even validation. It's your ability to rise above, transform, and thrive. By healing yourself, believing in your unique journey, and turning your pain into power, you reclaim your narrative and prove that no one else defines your worth. Rising above negativity and embracing silence when words won't serve you allow you to cultivate resilience and inner peace. Focusing on your own path instead of being distracted by others ensures that your energy is spent building a life that reflects your values and dreams. True strength lies in showing that their actions couldn't diminish your light, and true victory comes when you use every challenge as a stepping stone to something greater. Let your growth, your peace, and your unshakable presence be the ultimate testament to your strength, a quiet, undeniable triumph.